Hello there. I feel like that we have two different kinds of messes, which is the obvious mess, such as Exhibit A and Exhibit B over there. For example, if I had to do a 10-minute tidy up in this living room, the first thing I would probably clean up is all this mess here that I just think, why have I not cleaned this up just yet? But then we have those other items that have not been put back into their proper spot for whatever reason, and we almost even forgot about them until someone points them out, which is the person that I want to be today. So I thought that we could turn this into a video idea where every 3 months or every 6 months we grab out this list and we go around the home together, finally getting those items cleaned up. So let's get cracking with it. Alright, now before I get started on the list, let me just quickly do that 10-minute tidy up and clean up this area. Okay. So the easiest is always to gather things into areas that need to go somewhere else. So these are the items that need to go upstairs. I've also been trying to slowly get back into DVDs again, or just buying them again. So I have The Great Gatsby, Batman, and Bad Boys. And the DVDs here. Okay, the first quick 10-minute tidy up done. Feels so much better to this area tidied. And now area number 2 that needs a quick tidy up. Alright, so now that the first two sort of quick messy areas are tidied up, let's get started with the list and start with the first item. So the first one on the list is that item that you intend to continue or do something to. And that, in my example, would be these silver candles, where a couple months ago I had polished these, and there's just a little area that I didn't get to go through properly last time, so I left that out there with the intention of, okay, I'll get to that soon. But with an example like this, it's really not a priority for me to try to get over that one last spot that I missed, and it's better to just, next time I actually plan on polishing silver, to just instantly also go over that area that I missed the last time. So now, once these are in here as well, I'm just going to forget about it. I'm not going to care about that one small area that I missed. And that is now in the candle area. Now the second item of something that we probably all have laying around our home is that item that you need some kind of tool or some kind of device to get it done. And it's also one of those things that you don't know if it's going to just take a matter of 2 minutes, or maybe it's going to take, let's say, a couple of hours or maybe an entire day to get it done if some problems arise. And that is these curtain rails that I didn't get to hang up the last time. And this is again one of those examples where sometimes if you just at least try to get it done, at least then you'll notice if it's a lot harder than you expect or a lot easier, and then from there you can see if you need something else to get it done. Okay, now hopefully this will be relatively easy to fix. I think I need some Allen keys to open up that area. I hate tall ladders. Okay, I finally got that end open, so now it's time to put the ladders back on there.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Okay, so now the next item that we might have left out for quite some time is those items that we need to do an errand for or need to return it somewhere, but we rarely ever go to that place again. So for example, this glass jar is one of those things that you can return back to the supermarket and then they'll give you some cash back for it, but I hardly ever go to the grocery store, so it has just been left out here for weeks and weeks. Instead of just leaving this out here, I think that tomorrow if I go for my walk, then I will instantly also just go to that store and return it. So that is the plan for tomorrow. And now the next item that I had on that list is that random item that you don't really know what to do with, and so you've left it out there for quite some time. So as for my random example, here I had some old wrapping paper that I had previously used from some ornaments, but I don't need that anymore. So now I was thinking, do I just throw it out or could I perhaps use it for gardening? Because I hear that it's good to use old newspaper clippings or old wrapping paper for gardening. And it has been my intention to try to really get into that this year. So I think for now I will put it into the other location where I've kept all sort of garden related items. And then if by some time I haven't used it, then I can just instantly throw it out. And it's better than leaving it out here on the floor with the intention of, okay, I might use it, but I don't really know what to do with it just yet. So this is going into that whole garden pile area. Now, speaking of ornaments, and the next item on the list, and that is an item that you haven't put away just yet because you don't have the proper storage solution for it yet. So as for my quick example, I simply did not just put away these ornaments into the basement just yet because I wanted to get one extra small plastic box for it, which I just haven't done yet. So I think that tomorrow when I go for that walk and return that glass door, I'll also instantly go to the store and see if I can buy that plastic box, and if they don't have it, then I'll just simply order one online.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high.
Alright, so now the next example of an item that you might have laying around is that item that you need to return to a company. So for example, we recently got a new internet box, and they said that we can return the old one, so now I just need to clean all this up, see what we need to keep or can toss out, and then I could just put this into a new box. And I'm pretty sure it comes with a return label, so it really should only take a matter of a few minutes to get this done. And again, this is one of those things where I will combine with all the other errands I need to in the first place. So for example, bringing back that glass jar, getting a new box, and now I could also instantly go past the post office and then return the internet box. Okay, now we've made our way upstairs, and now we're on item number 7. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about here is, you know, sometimes we have those items that we have the intention of wanting to fix, but then we have to think, are we really going to do that? So for example, with these flip-flops, these things came off, but I think that if I do manage to put it back in there, then it'll be one of those things where the next time he wears it, it'll just instantly come out again. And we bought this for something like $1 to $2 from a market in Cambodia, and we're also planning on going back there in a few months. So I think that in terms of being more efficient with money and time, it'll just be much better for us to get a new pair when we're there than to try to leave this out and fix them whenever I get to them, which will probably be never. So time to just get rid of these. So those will be tossed over there. Alright, so the next item, also from this era, is, well, you know sometimes we have those items that we've left out somewhere because either someone else put it there and we need to ask if it's still needed, or maybe there's something that we did, or maybe there's something that we wanted to do with it. So my boyfriend, for example, asked a couple months ago if we had a long Ethernet cable. I think that's what you call these. And so recently I asked him if he still needed to use this, and he said no. So now it's time to clean this up, but I just haven't put it away because I need to wrap it all. Okay, this might be another reason as to why it's not being tidied up yet, because that tangling mess is never any fun. Okay, voila, finally done. So now I'm going to put this instantly back into the tech box. Okay, that's already looking so much better. That's just one small thing that sometimes it just takes a matter of 1 minute to get it done. Okay, so now the next item that I wanted to showcase here, and the last item here. So that's when you have an item that you don't necessarily know how to use yet, and so you've left it out there with the intention of, oh, okay, I just want to do a bit of research and then I'll use the product, but then next thing you know, it's been a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months. So that is the case with this aircon spray cleaner, where over the summertime we wanted to clean the ACs, but I don't really know how to use this product yet, and I've never really cleaned an AC properly like that before. So now instead of putting this back here, I'll put it by the cleaning station. Alright, I don't know why that has been left in for really months and months, so now better yet to write down instantly for the May 1st. Okay, so now that reminder is in the planner for around May 1st, so when the time rolls around, I can check if we actually still need to use that item in the first place, because sometimes you leave those items out for months and months just to find out you don't even need the product in the end anymore. Okay, so I've come to this area for the 10th and final item, and this one is also a bit random, but this is when you have those items that you haven't put back into the proper spot because of something else that you need to put away, but then you need some other tool to put that item away. So what I mean by that is, I had this soap bar tray here that's sort of stuck in this area here, and that's where I wanted to put all these Q-tips and cotton pads. But then, first of all, just kind of random whenever you come here, it's not like I think, oh, I need to go back to the kitchen to get a spatula to finally clean up the soap bar. It's just kind of one of those items where you think, I'll just close the door on it and I'll get to it another day. And now is the day to finally get that done, so no more being lazy. I got my kitchen spatula thing ready. Finally clean up. Okay, and so those are the 10 different categories of random items that we probably all have laying around our home finally cleaned up. So I hope that by breaking it down into different categories and providing some of my own examples, I've been able to remind you of some examples you might have in your own place and to just instantly try to clean them up as soon as you can. And I find that 9 out of 10 times with this kind of examples, we always think it's going to take so much more work or effort than it actually does in the end. And so that does it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Adios.